So, this is round 6 of the Paris Regional, the final round, and if I win, then I pretty much guaranteed top 16. I would have even had a chance to top cut, given my resistance, but top 16 was all I needed. So this is going to be against Dragon Zen. Didn't know who he was at the time, but I've seen him on Twitter, so that's cool. He's going to be running Big 6. I think it was exactly Big 6. So I'm going to lead with Thunderous and Groudon. Yep, that's going to be it. So that's the go-to lead against the Big 6, it seems, at this point. Not so good anymore because Smeagol's can carry Mental Herbs, but if they don't, then this is a pretty good lead. And the Xeniuses have gotten a lot more bulky as well, so they can take Precipice Blades, or 2 Precipice Blades. Some, even if they're bold, they can take 2 Fire Punches, but there we go. So, what should I do? Am I going to Precipice Blades or Fire Punch, predicting either Follow Me or the Wide Guard, because that's usually the mind games we've got. Taunt onto the Smeagol makes a lot of sense, but it's going to be a Geomancy. He does outspeed my Groudon, but that doesn't imply anything because I'm min speed, and I haven't clicked Trick Room once this tournament. I don't think I even bring Crest to this match either, so running min speed was a very, very silly idea. So he's going to get this Geomancy, so hopefully I Fire Punch now. I could very easily Precipice Blades, that would also make sense, but hopefully Fire Punch, because that would be the optimal play. It's going to be Fire Punch, it's going to be Swords Dance. That also makes sense, because now a Fire Punch will knock out the Xerneas. And I do threaten the Smeagol with a Taunt, but is he going to switch it out? He's going to switch it out to stop any taunts, but now I can just Thunder Wave this Xerneas. If he Follow Me's, then I should probably Thunder Wave and Precipice Blades. That would make a lot of sense. Or am I going to predict the Talonflame switch? That would be a big read. But it's just going to be Taunt, okay. So, Taunt onto the Smeagol, but then he had still got his Follow Me or Wide Guard off. So, Fire Punch onto the Xerneas. Okay, I guess I played safe there. So, Protect onto the Groudon, so I can get my Thunder Wave off. That should be what I'm doing. Okay, nice. Because now... Ooh, no, if he Tailwinds, actually, which he probably should be doing. Is he going to Tailwind? It's going to be Brave Bird. Okay, so now I will outspeed the Xerneas. If he went for Tailwind, he would have actually outsped me because he would have been back to neutral because of his +2 and the Tailwind. So Brave Bird doesn't do over half to my Thunderous, which is really nice. It could have been a roll. But now I can just Fire Punch the Xerneas very freely. He's going to knock out my Thunderous, but that gives me a free switch. And because he's paralyzed, that works really nicely for me, because now I should bring in Salamence. Salamence? Good, Salamence. So yeah, I can Fire Punch the Xerneas and just double edge the Talonflame, and then that's a double knockout. If he switches, then something takes a +2 Fire Punch or a double edge. If it's Smeagol, then it gets brought to the Sash. He's not switching though. Maybe he's getting Tailwind up for his Smeagol in the back. That would make the most sense, because I get 2 knockouts without him switching in his Smeagol for the Sash. So surely I Fire Punch and double edge. He's going to Protect, that makes sense. He's going to Tailwind. Should be Tailwinding. He's just going to Brave Birds from last hit damage, okay. So if he would have Tailwinded, then he would have actually outsped my Salamence with his Smeagol, and that would have been bad for me. So, am I going to Double Edge and Fire Punch? Because that's the play I would have made. It's just going to be Hyper Voice, okay. Well, I guess that probably would have knocked out the Talonflame with its recoil. How much recoil did it have before? Probably not, actually. But then that would have meant that he left his Talonflame on the field and didn't get the free switch in Smeagol. Okay, that's fine. It's going to be Smeagol? No, it's going to be Groudon now. Okay. So I outspeed his Xerneas with my Groudon. I don't think I've taken any damage, so he can't knock me out with a Precipice Blades, and I'm easy to survive an Earth Power. So he can't knock me out in one with his Groudon, so I should still be Fire Punching with the Xerneas. Apparently I'm protecting though, so that's an interesting decision. It's going to be Tailwind. Okay, so I apparently don't want to take Precipice Blades or an Earth Power with my Groudon before I knock out the Xerneas, but now I've just given him a chance to protect again. So I don't agree with that. It's going to be Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam. It's fully paralyzed. Okay, so that's pretty big. I would have got a free switch into Kyogre actually, so then I could have Precipice Bladed and Water Spouted, and then that would have been a double knockout, so actually the Tailwind, yeah, now makes sense, now that I thought about that. But Hyper Voice plus Fire Punch should knock out. I should actually go for Precipice Blades. It's just going to be Fire Punch. Predicting the Groudon Protect, apparently. But with the Hyper Voice chip, Precipice Blades probably going to knock out the Xerneas. So I think I should have Precipice Bladed there. But now he's got his Smeagol and his Groudon. Salamence can just Hyper Voice, he can Wide Guard. But I'm going to Double Edge expecting the Wide Guard, okay. And that's going to bring him down to the Sash? Yeah, it's the Sash one. Okay, that's fine. So if I Precipice Blades here, then I guess that covers the Follow Me and the Wide Guard. Somewhat. Because he can't knock me out in one. He will outspeed. He doesn't outspeed. Is he min speed then? Oh no, because I got Tailwind, of course. Yeah, that... of course. Of course I got Tailwind, so I'm going to double single target move. Because I guess that does knock out the Smeargle, unless he Spiky Shields, but that was actually quite risky in case he did Spiky Shield. Wow. Okay, so I take a single target Precipice Blades. That's impressive. But I've got Kyogre in the back, so I just win. Because he can't knock me out in one, even with a critical hit. I can just scold him for the win. So, yeah, looking back, like, initially the Tailwind didn't make that much sense, but because I had the Kyogre in the back, it ended up making a lot of sense. Because I could just Precipice Blades and Water Spout for the win. Double Primal Strong move is what I call it, when you get into a position where you can just spam Precipice Blades and Water Spout. So, Water Spout instead of Scald, like, it didn't matter at that point because I definitely outsped because of one more Tailwind, so he doesn't protect knowing that I just win with the Kyogre. So that was game 1, and this is game 2. So if I win this, then I've pretty much guaranteed my top 16 and a potential top 8, depending on resistance. But because I lost early, I'm not expecting it, so I'm pretty sure I would get a top 16 with one more win. So Talonflame, Salamence against Salamence Groudon. So I switched it up from Thundurus because I guess the Smeargle wasn't going to lead because of my... I know he's not Mental Herb now, so switching Thundurus for Salamence I think makes a lot of sense. So, in this position, we've still got the Salamence Speed Ties. Can risk the Dracos. I've shown Tailwind, so he should know that I don't have Draco, or, like, you can very, very strongly assume I don't have Draco, and if he does, then he can risk this Speed Tie, so I'm not going to switch out the Salamence. So, am I going to be attacking or protecting? Scouting for the Draco. And that is still Thundurus. I did bring Thundurus, and that switch makes a lot of sense, because now I get rid of the Intimidate on my Groudon, and I can threaten the Thunderbolt KO on Talonflame or the T-Wave onto the Salamence. So I should be protecting my Salamence here. Okay, we have to wait for the Mega Revolution because we're both Mega Salamances before we see if I protect or not. But I should be protecting. Let's see. Go on, Salamence. Okay, I'm not even protecting, so he could be Dracoing here. That was very risky from me. If he's Dracos, that's really bad. I win a Speed Tie, so that's good, at least, if he has Draco. Is he going for Hyper Voice? It is Draco, so yeah. Why did I not protect the Salamence? That was such a free protect, and then I just, like, T-Wave the Salamence next turn, switch out to my Kyogre. Interesting. I guess I get a free switch into something else, but do I want a free switch? I got Chip onto the Salamence. It's not in Thunderbolt range, the Talonflame is, but yeah, I really should have protected there. But remember, this was at the end of a day where I had only had half an hour sleep, and this was like, what, the 12th game of Pokemon that I had played, so Brave Bird onto the Thundurus is not going to do that much, and Draco shouldn't knock it out either because he's at -2. So I should be Thunderbolting the Salamence and Fire Punching the Talonflame. Okay, sub, that's alright, because he's at -2, Hyper Voice won't do that much, and it's just going to be Draco, so I do avoid that Draco. Now he's at -4. So I should not target the Salamence until it switches out, because I don't need to. Because it's going to be useless at this point. I guess he can Double Edge, so maybe I should knock it out. I should be Thunderbolting it anyway. It's going to be Fire Punch. Okay, because I had subbed, so I can't Thunderbolt. Yeah, so I knock out the Talonflame. Did he get Tailwind? I don't think he got Tailwind. In fact, I think... No, he probably did get Tailwind, but it doesn't really matter at this point, because he outspeeds my Thundurus with the Salamence, but I'm probably going to T-Wave it anyway, and the Groudon would have outsped my Groudon anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. It only means that his Groudon outspeeds my Thundurus, which isn't that big a deal, because I can just Prankster. But Protect on Groudon, okay. Had I taken Chip? I don't think I'd taken Chip. So T-Wave, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, can he knock out my Thundurus in one? He would have to target it with his Groudon to knock it out. Gets fully paralyzed. That's pretty fortunate for me, although it probably didn't make that much difference. Oh, Precipice Blades into Groudon. Okay, so it would have made a difference. He was surely double edging there, because then double edge with Precipice Blades would knock me out. But now, just a single Precipice Blade without any chip won't knock me out. Oh, he predicts my switch. Okay, so he's gonna knock out my Thundurus, but that's fine. That's much better for me, because now I'm surely Precipice Blading. Good. That won't knock out the Groudon, but it will do a significant chunk, or not, because that's Precipice Blade. So that would have put him in range of pretty much anything. Even Ice Beam from the Kyogre if he wants to switch out and then switch it back in the future. But he's surely got his Xerneas in the back. He wouldn't have brought his Smeargle. Like, you would definitely bring Xerneas. So now he's got a Paralyzed Salamence. I can just Ice Beam. And I do outspeed my own Groudon with my Kyogre. So I can Ice Beam and then single target Precipice Blades, and then everything is fine. But apparently I'm protecting. I don't even think about that. I guess he does outspeed me, so he would be able to Precipice Blade, but he wouldn't be able to knock me out in one, so I should have Ice Beamed and Precipice Bladed. Yeah. So it does under half that Kyogre. So the previous one would have probably been either a high roll or adamant in the previous match, I think. So yeah, Water Spout is a knockout onto the Salamence. So, but I did get a crit. So how much damage did it take? It was on half. I think it's close to whether it can knock out or not. So the crit did help. Do knock out Groudon as well, though. He didn't switch it out to save his son. So now he's just got Xerneas, hasn't he? So I should be able to take this. Even if he Geomancies, a full-powered Water Spout and Precipice Blade will knock him out. He's going to Geomancy, but so long as I hit my Precipice Blades, I'm fine. And because I've protected, even if I miss this turn, I can Fire Punch next turn in case my Kyogre gets knocked out. Because a Water Spout would surely put him in Fire Punch range. In fact, Swords Dance is the best play this turn. Because I'm at full HP, so then if he doesn't Gleams and knocks out my Kyogre, then I can knock him out with the Fire Punch next turn. So Scald, do I Swords Dance? Because that would make the most sense. Get the burn, so that makes it a lot easier. And I do just Precipice Blades, I guess. So Swords Dance, I think, was a better play there. But Precipice Blade single target should knock out the Xerneas. Yeah, it does. So, a little bit, like, tiny improvements I could make. Like, I think Swords Dance would have made the most sense. Swords Dance Water Spout. Because if he attacked, he didn't get a Geomancy and he can't knock me out. If he would have Geomancy, then I'd have got more damage with the Water Spout. And I'd have forced him to target down my Groudon, so I could either got a full-powered Water Spout off against him again, which would put him in range of anything, or he would, what's the other way? He would have been able to knock out my Kyogre with a Dazzling Gleam, and then I'd be able to Fire Punch out of the sun and guarantee that I hit. So, because I could have been missing Precipice Blades, that would have been the safer option, but I hit my Precipice Blades, so it doesn't really matter. So that's the end of the Paris tournament. I do go 4-2, and I think I finished 12th. In the end, I believe. It was between 10 and 12. I think it was 12. So I do get my top 16, which did get me 501 points before Nationals. Then I managed to get my top 8 and finished on 921 points for the season, which was awesome. It got me my free trip to San Francisco, which at the time this video will be going out, I will be in San Francisco, ready for Worlds, which will be tomorrow. So go and check out the streams. I really hope I get onto one, because that would be awesome. Being on stream at Nationals was really, really fun, and it would surely be just even better at Worlds. So hopefully I can get on stream, and the whole world will be able to see me get crushed by whoever I'm facing. Thanks for watching.